about the challenge. We started working the system exactly like they recommended. In our first month, we hit the BMW. Within our first couple of months, we hit Ambassador, and then we just always, right from day one, we never stopped focusing on that newest person to help them get their product for free and to help them go Rising Star. And if you just do that over and over and over and over again, then the magic happens. And so I'm just thrilled for this afternoon, for what's in store for all of us.
All right, guys, here's what I'm going to urge you to do. Are you ready?
Yep.
Did y'all got some stuff this morning. We learned what? Who is ViSalus? What we're all about? What's the challenge? How this all works? Now, how many of you want to know what the heck do I do now?
Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen, I'm about to introduce. I'm going to urge you, open your notebooks. If you're on your notepad or your iPad, your iPod, your BlackBerry, Crackberry, whatever it is you might be using to take notes with, clean document. Everybody needs to crack their knuckles. This man goes fast. He talks at up to 180 words a minute with gusts over 220. He will bring, in the next period of time, he is going to bring you some things that, whereas Brian Belville would say, if this doesn't get you excited, your wood's wet. I would put it like this. If this doesn't get you excited, you should jerk a nose hair because you're missing it. Better yet, jerk your neighbor's nose hair, it's more fun. This gentleman I had a chance to meet as I was taking a look at ViSalus 33 months ago, and I remember sitting in Nick Sarnicola's suite and sitting with Blake, and having Blake share the vision of where this company was going with a handful of my leaders that were there with me for that event. And I remember just being in awe. And looking around going, this is the right place at the right time. He's become a mentor, a dear friend. We've traveled all over the states together, did events all over the country. Here's what I need. I need you guys to give it up. We're coming back from lunch. You know what, it's time to get ready. It's not time to take a nap. It's time to get up off your seats. It's time to bring it with some energy. For my rock star friend, Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Blake Mellon!
So what do you guys think? A good first half so far? Oh, come on, was it a good first half so far? Yes, this is an impressive room. People from all over, not just US, Canada, right? I heard a bunch of Canadian woohoos there. So all over North America, not just people from all over North America, but personally invited influencers. Am I in a room of influencers? Hand-selected individuals that, and you guys know, that have all achieved a certain level of success in your individual careers, which is impressive. It's hard to get a few hundred influencers in one place anywhere. It's like herding cats, right? Let alone in 2 weeks to come out to Detroit and put together a room like this. That is powerful. Would you guys agree with me on that? People always ask me, they go, what's what you're most proud of in creating ViSalus, right, in the community? And you guys, the one thing I'm most proud of is the culture. Is the what? Culture. Right, and a culture is a reflection of people, right? The people that get attracted to the mission, to the cause, to what we do. And I'm speaking from the heart very transparently here. From the conversations that I have, you guys are the right reflection of those people and of that culture. And we're speaking to you guys here today as not just a room of people just ready to start the challenge, but really as our next wave, a room of future ambassadors, of future top income earners, of future $5 millionaires. Is that who's in the room here today? Yes or no? How many of you guys, just from the first half, just from this morning, are a little bit excited? How many of you guys are a lot bit excited? So we got some excitement going on. Is that facts? I was just having some candid dialogue at break there, and I met an individual, or overheard an individual who I think was in the finance industry, runs an accounting firm, over a decade or so that they've been doing that, and was explaining to the individual that invited them down how they're going to let that firm now run with their partner and are seriously thinking about committing and going full-time coming out of this event. I heard another individual, another conversation that I think was from the medical industry. It was a doctor that currently has a practice and says, you know what, I'm seriously considering coming out of today and going full time. And those conversations, guys, that's some serious conversation, because we're not in a room of average individuals. And I appreciate those of you that are sitting here and you're putting that type of focus and intention into the information that you're getting here today, because if you put that into ViSalus, I'm telling you, coming out of here, it's going to be an absolute whirlwind of a run. So, a lot of excitement so far. Now, what's interesting is what's going to happen leaving here with all that excitement. How many of you guys right now, when it comes to your social circle, right, your sphere of influence, you would consider yourself, or they would consider you, someone that they look up to? Be honest. Be honest, right? We got some humble people in the room, right? I know most of you within your social circles, you are a respected individual. You're someone that usually walks into a room, maybe whether it be your friends, your family, your coworkers, you're the person that they look up to, right? You're the person that they're used to maybe having a cool, calm demeanor. Normally, you know, you're steady, you're good at what you do, you're some of the best in your current industry, and some of you, leaving here today, are going to walk back into those environments, walk back into your social circles, walk back into your coworkers, and you're going to be an entire different person. Check up real quick. How many of you are from the network marketing direct sales industry, have experience within this industry? Okay. How many of you, is this your first leap into this crazy world? You guys give these people a big round of applause. Those of you that just raised your hand, I'm warning you right. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention?
Yes.
I'm warning you right now. Because a lot of you are going to leave here today and be like, I'm excited. This is a new venture. I can see where this goes. You're going to go in to that workplace. You're going to go into, that social scenario. You're going to go talk to people on your network. And all of a sudden, the excitement from today is going to bubble up from your toes through your entire body. And you're going to try to regurgitate everything that you saw here today. You're going to corner the first person and it is going to explode out of your mouth. You wouldn't believe it. I just got back from Detroit. I was there with hundreds of influencers, $100,000 incomers from all over North America. We saw that we're at the forefront of this next wave of $1 billion company. It's all about shakes and cakes and crunch. And then all of a sudden, if you're going to sign up right now and you're going to be one of my 3 and I'm going to get it free, and then you're going to get 3 and I'm going to be a star. I'm rising star. And then if we got 6, I'm going to drive the BMW. Told you so, I'm going to drive the BMW. Then 12, then I get, I don't know what happens then. Then I'm going to get $1 million. And we're going to go end obesity, and it's going to happen right now. And all you got to do is swipe this right now on your credit card. Yeah, you guys laugh because you know that's truth right? The other half of you are laughing, you're like, that's what this person next to me told me to get me here right now. People do not appreciate being verbally vomited upon, okay? And I'm telling you guys that because I know there's a lot of people in this room that are here for the very first time, and there is a lot of excitement, and there is a lot of information that's being passed on to you. But I'm telling you, if you understand this lesson I'm about to share, it's going to make your life leaving here today a whole lot simpler. Because eventually, you've been around this business long enough, you understand this industry long enough, you eventually realize that smart promoters learn to say less to more people. Most people, they leave here and they do the exact opposite. They say as much as they can to that first person they see. Or they say as much as they can to the person you have in your head right now that you think is going to be your future ambassador. And all of a sudden they unload, they unleash right on that person, and that person looks at you like you're crazy. And that's because you sound like you are. It's not about saying a lot to a few people. It's about saying less to what? More people. Right? Because this is a numbers game. It's about saying a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit to a lot of people. And if you do that effectively, you're going to find the individuals that are looking for this opportunity. If you get it, say, I get it. I get it. How many of you guys are familiar with the term leverage by a show of hands? How many of you guys like leverage when it's used in the same sentence as income by a show of hands? Right? In this business model works because it provides a lot of what? Right, J. Paul Getty, first recorded billionaire in the United States, right? He was famous for the quote saying, "I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own," right? And this business model allows you to not only leverage people's time, but I'm going to tell you there's another thing that a lot of people don't realize. It's not just about leveraging yourself through people. It's about leveraging yourself through different tools, different marketing pieces that are able to have the conversation on behalf of you. Everybody say leverage.
Leverage.
You guys, tools make your life easier. Tools are a conversation that you don't have to have. If you leave it up to just you having a conversation, how many people can you talk to at any one time, right? It's one directional. You're limited by your time. You're limited by your voice. But if you have a tool that captures the conversation, you can have those many conversations with dozens, with hundreds, with thousands of people in different geographies, in different towns, all times of the day. We call that leverage. We call that what? Leverage. Smart promoters learn to say less than more. Less to more people. Even smarter promoters realize to let the tools do the talking. Everybody raise your oath hand. Let me see your oath hand. Let me see your oath hand. Okay, repeat after me. I am not a tool. I don't know about half of you guys. Don't be that guy. Okay? Don't be that guy. Share the tools, don't be the tool. And I'm saying, guys, I'm stressing this, understanding the audience that I'm in front of. I know a lot of you, you're used to being the authority. I know if you're in this room, you're used to being the authority. Matter of fact, you're in this room because you are an authority in what you do. You are the expert in what you do, or you wouldn't be in this room. You're used to being the authority. And you guys, I'm telling you, and you've heard it echoed from a bunch of different speakers in a variety of different ways, if you understand that in order to have success in this business, it's not about you. It's not about you knowing everything. It's not about you being the expert. It's not about you being the authority. It's about you keeping it what? Simple. Keeping it what? Simple. And doing things that everyone can do. Everyone can't have a perfect conversation. Everyone is not going to be able to regurgitate, right, everything that they've heard here today. Everyone is not going to be able to give a perfect pitch. Everyone is not going to be able to explain what the challenge is about. But everybody can hand out a tool that does all of that for you. Do you get it? Say, I get it. Yes. I'm going to go through a variety of resources for you. This is something you're going to want to write down. I see a lot of computers up, iPads up, notepads up, which is good. I'm going to go through it relatively quickly. This is the arsenal of tools, technology, and resources that are at your fingertips immediately leaving here today that you can go leverage to launch your business. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Let's start with some of the obvious, right? Every promoter is equipped with a personal promoter website. Your website is your ViNet username.bodybybuy.com. By a show of hands, how many of you guys know what your website is right now? Okay, for those of you not raising your hand, step one, set up your website. Okay? It's a little catch. In order to send people to your website, you have to know what your website is. Okay? And I say that half joking, but half serious. When you sign up a brand new promoter in your organization, one of the very first things they should know on minute 1 of their enrollment is what their website. This is going to be your destination online to send people to learn about the challenge. This is also the reference where you're going to send people to join, sign up, enroll within your business. You want to make sure you know what it is. You want to make sure it's set up. I keep it relatively simple, so it's something easy for people to remember. And I would teach your promoters to do the same. If you can do it, say, I get it.
Yes.
If you're going to hand something out, we have 2 different print pieces that you're able to hand out, a challenge journal and a challenge magazine. Both of these print pieces are available at ViStore.com. The challenge journal, real simple piece that explains what the challenge is, how you can get the product for free, and that you can earn promoting the challenge. The challenge magazine is your #1 print piece. It's an entire, guys, full magazine. Amazing, amazing brand, all full of real testimonies, real transformations, real promoter stories. It literally takes the entire challenge message, all of the stories, the inspiration to believe, and it puts it into about 40 pages, right, for people to flip through. It is one of the most effective tools. I recommend keeping these on you at all times. You guys want a tip?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll skip that then.
Yes.
You guys want a tip?
Yes.
put value on the tools. The value that you put on it is the value that your prospect, your potential customer, your potential promoter is going to put on it. In other words, you may have 100 of these magazines in your mobile office. Do you guys know what I mean by mobile office? Right? When you flip up the trunk of your car and some of you guys are just boxes full of stuff, some of you guys are really neatly organized with all the files. How many of you guys have a mobile office in the back of your car? The rest of you guys, welcome to ViSalus, our mobile office. You're going to go into your mobile office, and in the back, you may have 500 of these magazines back there, but when you're handing out a magazine to somebody, that one magazine is the most important magazine you have. Are you guys following me on this? Look, if I give this to you, I got to tell you, I got a list of other people that would love to read this magazine. If I give this to you, can you commit to reading this magazine over the next 2 days? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I got a lot of other people that would love. You guys get the gist? Yeah. You guys, I would put value on the tools. If you put value and urgency on it, people are going to read it. If you just dish these things out, I'm just going to leave a stack of them at the gym. No value. People aren't going to read it. If you get it, say I get it. Yeah. Put value on the tools. I recommend having these on you at all times. We're running a promotion conveniently over this month and next month that's going to determine who we feature in our 2014 magazine. How many of you guys wouldn't mind not only having these the handout, but handing them out and say, look at page 32, that's me right there. How many of you guys wouldn't mind that, right? You guys have the best advantage in the entire company. Truth. You're starting right here in this room. In the next 2 months, you have an advantage over everybody else in the company because you have brand new lists of contacts that all of you guys are just starting to go after that are going to earn you points toward that icon promotion that you may find yourself 2 months into this business at the end of next month already qualified to be featured in that magazine going out to 4 different countries in 5 different languages in 2014. You guys see value in that? Yeah. That's on the table for you. How many of you have tried our ViShape Shake? How many of you guys think it tastes good?
Amazing.
You guys want to make your life easy? Don't worry about explaining the shake, talking about what's in the shake. Just get people to what? Get people to taste it. Because we have 2 different samples designed. Again, these are things I put in your mobile office. These are things all promoters should have on them at all times. Taster packs. It's a single serving. It's a shake with a mix-in. We recently designed this to have an entire new trifold brochure. Really simple tool. You hand this thing out, they open it up, they got a simple, very visual brochure that explains the challenge, and they're able to taste, our core product, the shake. People taste it, they say, hey, they taste good. That's going to open up the doors to getting a customer or a promoter. I recommend keeping these. These are great samples. They're great what? Samples. We also have starter packs. Okay, starter packs come with 5 different shakes in the starter pack. And what a lot of the promoters use for the starter pack is they use them as closing tools. You guys want a tip?
Yes.
I can skip it. You want a tip?
Yes.
I recommend using the tasters as samples and the starters to reward people who take action at your challenge party. So for instance, you might say something like, hey, for everybody that enrolls tonight on a transformation kit, because that's what gets the best results, we saw that earlier, I'm going to personally give you 5 different shakes to hold you over the next week or so. So a lot of promoters use it as a reward in order to close or even upsell or upgrade their potential customers and promoters in their challenge party. You get it?
Yes.
You want to use the different samples. These are tools you should have in your arsenal. ViLine, simple 4 or 5 minute recorded call. Pre-recorded call has the conversation perfectly every time you put someone on the line. How many of you guys have the ViLine saved in your cell phone right now? Okay, the rest of you, it's okay. We let you use